Right, hello friends, Entity, hello, thanks for joining and welcome. As you can see, we are getting terrible frame rates with OpenGL. Look at what it's doing to the graphics card, which is what we had when we came in last time. And I forgot that it had reverted to OpenGL, and you can just see how absolutely terrible OpenGL is. It appears to be only facing in this direction, so it's probably something to do with the assets in view here. Because when I do that, it settles itself down to something a bit more manageable. I just can't wait to get rid of OpenGL, but the beta is just completely unstable and unusable. So I would like to try and get a flight out of this, and hopefully everything will be fine. We're not going to get any crashes, but as you can see, the frame rate may be tragic all the way. Well, certainly tragic here at Schiphol. I don't think Heathrow is as bad, so we'll see how we get on. I've turned everything down as much as I can to try and do my best. So we have, let's just check that the plugin is on. Where are we? Explain plugin, is that Saitek? Yes, it is. Turning it on and off doesn't help, so I'm going to have to unplug something USB, so bear with me while I do that. And of course, now I've done that, I can't plug it back in. Okay, that didn't help. Let's try something else. Okay, so it must be this one. So I'm just trying to remember where I've plugged this in, reaching around the back of the PC. Okay, that's got the radio panel working, because you need that. Well, I certainly need that on VATSIM. So, I still haven't set up AviTab shortcut. Anyway, I have set up all my controls, so they're all fine. And as you can see there, the frame rate goes back up once we stop taxing it. So without further ado, let's just get the airplane loaded up. So, batteries on, lights are on, AC power. Let's get the irises aligning. 9 minutes. Let's see how poor the textures are. Get the yaw damper on. I'm not going to check the crossfeed. The pumps can stay off because I think we're going to need some fuel. You may not though, because we didn't use a huge amount last time. Cabin utility are both on. Belts are off. Igniters right. Diff pressure 0. Pumps can come on, and spoilers are fine then, so that's worked. The window heat can come on. And we can pop the packs to auto. Our cruise is 240. And our landing at Heathrow is 83 feet. And that's the upper overhead done. So let's have a look at the systems. Hydraulic pressure we have. Water brake, go to RTO. Set that to something odd. The rest we can leave for the time being. Load up the airports. Is set down here. Quick config check. And so let's get the airplane loaded up. Our payload, we have 111 packs again, nothing's changed. And we've just redone the OFP for today's wins. Let's put a ton at the front. Let's put a ton in there. Do us. Fuel wise, we need 5638. That's with a 15-minute additional reserve, so let's call and add that and get the punters on. There you go, you can see this from the outside. Traffic's working. So yeah, it must be something to do with these assets that are causing it to tank. but hopefully that will sort itself out. You can see the visual quality is terrible, everything's turned right down, but I just need to get some flying in. So, with that in mind, let's have a listen to the ATIS, which is 132.97. Voice ATIS, interesting. So 2575 is Amsterdam radar. Delivery is 121.
Guys, the Leo's on board.
97, and that's all that's online apart from Amsterdam radar. Headphones are on, and the display has weirdly disappeared. Sorry about that. I've got a couple of dramas with yes. Okay, so that is on. Good. So let's call up delivery. So let me just scroll on here, Delta 56. And sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, good. So the ATIS is information delta. Skip all the information delta. Main landing runway 27, takeoff 24. Position level 40, wind is 280. 11, variable between 240 and 340. Greater than 10k. View at 3800. Temperature of 12, dew point 1 on QNH 1017. So happy with that. 107.
7 Kilo Oscar, thank you very much. Information Delta is current, QNH 1017, contact Amsterdam radar 125.750, have a good flight.
So we've got 5.7 tons.
Kilo Oscar, since you're in a power outstand, your engine startup is approved, and just contact radar for taxi.
Oh, just need to move that up. Hopefully that's saved. Amsterdam delivery, good afternoon. KLM 7 Delta X-ray. KLM 7 Delta X-ray 737-800 information Delta QNH 1017 stand Delta 56 request departure clearance to Heathrow please.
KLM 7 Delta X-ray to London Heathrow, Valco to Sierra departure, runway 24, initial climb flight level 60, squawk 6265.
Cleared London Heathrow, Valco to Sierra, runway 24, initial climb flight level 60, squawk 6265, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Wilco KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Needed to cough there. Right, so let's set squawk 62. No, 65 set. We'll look at the charts in a minute. Sorry, I won't be able to get them up on the screen. 1017. 017. Let's get the FMCs sorted. So, nav data's current. We are at EHAM. Oh, Delta 56, I've already told him that though. We are off to Echo Golf Lima Lima. KLM 7 Delta X-ray. And our routing is
Good day.
IDRID.
Uniform Romeo 558, request FR clearance to Hamburg as filed. Information Delta. Uniform Romeo 558, a very good day. You are clear to Hamburg. Ambic 1 Sierra departure, runway 24, initial climb, flight level 60, squawk 3452.
So 0 fuel weight 54.8. 200 kilos lighter than we've planned.
Hamburg, Ambic 1 0 departure, initial climb, flight level 60, 3152, squawk, uniform Romeo 558.
So planned 2.2.
Almost. The departure is Ambic 1 Sierra. The departure runway is 24 and the squawk is 3452. Okay, on deck 1 Sierra departure, 24 is the runway, squawk 3452, uniform Romeo 558. Uniform Romeo 558, read that correct, report fully ready.
So the RSs have aligned. Top of climb is 282.
Zibo delivery. Good afternoon, speedbird 27618320. Stand Delta 26 with information Delta. Request clearance to London Gatwick.
Speedbird 2761, a very good evening. Clear to London Gatwick. Falco 2 Sierra departure, runway 24. Initial climb, flight level 60, squawk 7334.
So might as well just pop these in.
Sierra departure on the 24 initial climb. Flight level 60, squawk is 7334. Speedbird 2761.
Speedbird 2761, read that correct, report fully ready.
And our forecast QNH on arrival is 1018. Well, that was the actual, not that long ago anyway. So let's execute that. We're going to expect a Logan 1 hotel.
Speedbird 2761, fully ready.
And we can correct that there.
Speedbird 2761, the information Delta is correct. QNH 1017, contact Amsterdam radar 125.750. Have a nice flight.
204, distance 207, happy.
75. Thank you very much, Speedbird 2761.
Proceed.
Now, I don't think I've got AppSoft working actually. Let me just see if I can add up. Oh, oh no, it's not going to play ball. Let's just drag that off screen. Normally I don't have that. I don't know why the game capture isn't working. If I can load it up, it's going to come over on that screen. It's not. Guess that's not going to work. So, never mind. No performance data. So we're just going to do a full power takeoff. Never mind. See how we go. We know it's going to be a flap 5 departure. It's a safe estimate. The runway length is 11,000 feet, so we're fine with that. No, it's runway 24. And it's a Falco 2 Sierra.
Alpha is on K1 Kilo with information Delta. Request clearance for a VFR flight from Schiphol to Echo Delta Delta Hotel. And request leaving the zone via visual reporting point Roadtop at 1,200 feet.
So having a look at the departure, it is... we need the PAM VOR to it. Where is the... Right, so 1178, so we need 1084. And 1178.
Oscar Lima Alpha, engine startup approved.
It's 238.
Use 2. Information Delta is current, QNH 1017, and your departure as requested is approved. And squawk will be 0060.
So it's 251.
Runway 22, the QNH is 1017 and squawk 0060. Oscar Lima Alpha.
Oscar Lima Alpha, correct reports at Golf Lima.
Will report at Golf Lima, Oscar Lima Alpha.
So for our departure, the departure is 238 track, which is runway heading, at 500. At 4 DME from the Schiphol VOR.
Oscar,
Turn left,
Lima Alpha.
224,
What was the departure point you would like
which is
to
over here. Track, and then intercept 251 outbound from the Papa Alpha Mike radar 251 via Valco to IDRID. So it's straight out from there, and then when we get to the Schiphol NDB, we need to be above 2,500. So nice and easy. I'm going to set this to
Good evening.
1,000 feet.
Delivery, KLM 6857. KLM 685, Schiphol delivery, good evening.
Oh, now I've got the performance.
Good evening, Schiphol delivery, KLM 685.
Just drag that over here.
747-200, stand Echo 6. We have information Delta on board. Request clearance to the Callsign International Airport. KLM 685, where you on flight, you require an odd flight level. I can give you flight level 290 or 310.
So let's just check profile wise,
Give us 1 second
using the
to
right
figure out
one.
Which one's best for our performance? No problem.
And so let's do the calculation. Interestingly, we have nothing here, no D rate. That's weird. It's a surprising waste of time. So let's get rid of that for the time being. And then we can get on our way. So let's get the APU started. As we get the doors shut.
Units on Romeo 558, ready to push back and start. Units on Romeo 558, information Delta is current, QNH 1017, contact Amsterdam radar 125.750, have a nice flight.
And we said that the wind
QNH 1017,
was
contact
280.
radar on
11.
125.750, units on Romeo 558.
And the V-speeds have not changed. So let's get out of here so we can get the frame rate back.
KLM 1775, weather ready. KLM 1775, information Delta is current.
Captain Master on the fastest seatbelt, climb to direct Delta.
So we've got some duct pressure, which is what other people have been struggling with. Get the doors shut. Let's get the tow on the way.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Tow is driving up.
685, flight level 310, it is. I've amended your flight plan. You are cleared to Osaka via Andic 1 Sierra departure, runway 24. Initial climb, flight level 60, squawk 3142. KLM 685 heavy cleared to the Osaka airport, via the Andic 1 Sierra departure, runway 24.
So we've got a nice short taxi, thankfully.
Squawk 314 Zulu and flight level 310. KLM 685 to confirm, squawk 3142. Squawk 3142, KLM 685 heavy.
Yeah, so I downloaded it, but I'm glad that I stuck away from it. But to be honest, Zibo will square that away pretty quickly. It's just Vulcan that needs to hurry up, because I really can't be dealing with OpenGL.
Are closed, ready to connect.
It's truly awful. Don't know how we managed before. So we'll be a little bit late on the push, but it's not going to be 15-minute taxi, thankfully. Did you say we were ready? Yeah, I mean, I was looking forward to trying that, but hey, it is what it is. Or is he only just starting there? There we go. There we go, getting lifted up, so we're almost ready to push.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
KLM 7 Delta X-ray stand, Delta 5-6 request push and start.
KLM 7 Delta X-ray information Delta is current QNH 1017. Contact Amsterdam radar 15.1750. Have a nice flight.
Information Delta QNH 1017 radar 127.75. Thanks very much. Stay safe. Bye bye.
To confirm 125.175.
125.75 KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Thanks.
Bye bye.
Got it tuned anyway. I just can't read it. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Maybe it's just install hiccups, or maybe there's just a little bit of a hiccup in the code. Gonna be waiting ages. Amsterdam radar, good evening. KLM 7 Delta X-ray stand, Delta 5-6, Schiphol, request push and start. Push start approved, QH 1017, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Let's get the old beacon on. Wait for the cabin to secure.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross check and all call, thank you.
Cleared for takeoff from the 242761.
Thumbs up to Alpha, no further ATC, the next sector,
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a
Let's go, brakes off.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
1633, we'll start up straight away. So, start engine number 2.
Runner 2, full shadow, maintain 380, anticipate to crossing Gulf Zone, flight level 290. 380,
Hello Rick, welcome to Schiphol again.
Gulf Zone, flight level 290.
So fuel on. All the controls are working again. Oh, looks like we don't have synchronized altimeters. That could cause us an issue.
Hello, this is Lufthansa 310 with information down and descending out of flight level 275 for flight level 260. Hello, Lufthansa 310.
Right, there we go. That'll sort that out. Let's start engine number 1. Yeah, Rick, it's not going to crash this time. You can see the frame rates are so low because I'm back on OpenGL.
Set parking brake.
So brakes set. Brakes is not set. Oh, really? Why are we having trouble with this? Settings, hardware. Toe brake's different. Oh, do I have a controller issue? Toe brakes are different. Park brake remove chocks off.
Gigabyte 2761 passing 2300.
Tyre blown. Sorry guys, this is just a pain, right? Parking brakes real, fine. So, sorry, let me just check in controls. Oh, great, because the rudder pedals are not connected. That's irritating. So, I wonder, have they just become unplugged somewhat? No, that was the joystick, so...
Schiphol Center, sorry, Amsterdam Center, KLM 685, request push and start Alpha Echo 6.
Oh, there we go, right, so...
Welcome 685, stand by to outbound traffic.
Brakes. Set.
Disconnecting tow.
Jeez,
Stand
sorry
by.
guys.
Uniform Romeo 558, taxi via Alpha 1.
So much so I forgot to add the fuel, so there we go, fuel's on. Such fun.
Uniform Romeo 558.
Yeah, at least it wasn't just me, but it was pretty frustrating that I wiped everything without needing to. But, never mind. I did think I'd end up with a bit better performance on the PC in general, but actually a Windows reinstall hasn't necessarily helped. Anyway, that's two stable engines. Let's run through the flow.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Wait to see it. Yeah, the KLM does look pretty. Well, it doesn't look very good at the moment because of the look at the rubbish quality. Anyway, there's the pin. So where do we get to? Flap 5.
Golf 2 holding point, Golf 1, runway 22 en IKT 6 van de delivery controller.
Bingo, flaps, flying controls, full forward, full aft, full left, full right, full left rudder, full right rudder.
Amsterdam, good evening, Union 1904.
Trim is set, vehicles checked before taxi checklist, so generators are both on, no lights, APU is off and powering down, start switch is continuous, anti-ice not required, probe beats are on. So, that awful stuttering. Oh, well, look at the frame rate as well. Why is it so bad? Just get the hell out of here.
Union 1904.
So, air conditioning packs auto, bleeds on, isolation valve auto, cruises set. Flap 5 required. 5 set. Why do I keep getting the little donut of doom? And green light. Stab trim. 475 required. Approximately 475 set. Starts both idle. Controls checked, recalls checked, we're ready to taxi.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, KLM 1775. Canada 1 Victor on descent, on the request of Bremen, descent flight level 1 at 90.
KLM 7 Delta X-ray, request taxi. Can't wait for these people to respond.
KLM 7 Delta X-ray, taxi, holding point, Sierra 7 runway 24, join Alpha behind the Embraer from the left.
Taxi holding point Sierra 7 runway 24, join Alpha behind the Embraer, passing left to right, KLM 7 Delta X-ray.
KLM 8-1 Victor, incident. KLM 8-1 Victor, request. Yes, you're on the request of Bremen, descent level 190.
So, config checked. Alpha is the first. Whoa! Engines took a little bit of time to power down there.
Direct to Golf 27, 1904, thank you.
Easy 69 November Charlie, descend level 70, route direct, shut up Papa Lima, expect vectors ILS-27, information Delta.
Interesting. Well, that's not an Embraer, but I don't see anyone else, so I'm going to be following him. Maybe that's why the nose looks a little bit squiff.
Straight ahead, holding point shut out 8 remain. Shamrock 1139er, left on Alpha to Delta 29.
Left on Alpha, stand Delta 29, Shamrock 1139er.
Lima Alpha, you like to leave the GTR via Ortho?
Oh god, the quality's terrible.
Alpha.
It's so awful. It really is. So let's get everything armed because we do not have far to go.
Please be seated for departure.
Get a mate on Victor, call Bremen, 123-925,
123-925, mate. 1 Victor, bye-bye.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
when ready, level simple.
Level 100, 100 level
So
simple,
Alpha 8 to Sierra 7 is less than ideal.
Romeo 558, runway 24, clean for takeoff, wind 280,
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, uniform Romeo 558.
Oscar Lima Alpha, confirm ready for departure, and you like to leave via Ortho?
Ready for departure and affirm we'd like to leave via
Maybe it is going to be 16:45 when we take off.
After departure, make a left, say again a left turn out, direct to Ortho, 1000 feet up down, runway 22, you are cleared for takeoff, the wind is
Something else has definitely be going on here for it to be this bad.
left turn out, direct Ortho,
Maybe I'll end up doing another Windows reinstallation. Great.
7 Delta X-ray behind the Embraer, line up away, runway 24 behind.
Behind the Embraer, line up and wait runway 24 behind KLM 7 Delta X-ray.
KLM 1775 reporting at 1000.
Richard KLM 177.
Traffic.
Maintain flight level 23. 0 to land 1775.
Who's that over there then?
KLM 689, ready for taxi. KLM 685 by Alpha 10 and Alpha to holding point Sierra 7 to reverse. Join Alpha near steering yes. Alright, Alpha 10, Alpha Sierra 7 and we'll join Alpha behind the airlink.
God, look at the frame rate. Turn aeroplane, turn.
Ortho 6566, line up away, runway 24 and Sierra 8 behind KLM 737 behind it.
Clear of conflict.
Okay, I am going to set the parking brake. You wouldn't do that in reality. Like I say, in case it gets stuck. So we've got 5.6 on board.
Number 2761, call London 127.1.
271 we have tuned already.
Traffic.
Coming London 127.1. Number 2761, Amsterdam.
Dying of old age.
Amsterdam radar, very good evening. Ryder 7 Quebec X-ray, maintaining flight level 380 inbound at.
Hello there, Ryder 7 Quebec X-ray Amsterdam. Radar contact, continue direct to Ortho.
Continue direct to Rappler, Ryder 7 Quebec X-ray.
Easy 69.
Oh, I was hoping that was going to be us.
Vectoring 090, vectors ILS-27. You have about 4-3 direct marks and touchdown. Heading 090, about 4-2 direct marks and touchdown.
take off runway 24 KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Brakes off. Aeroplane is stable. Power. Toga. Time.
Clear of conflict.
80 knots. Checked.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
You're up.
$400.
Let's get the airplane in trim.
1,000.
Oh, that's interesting. Haven't seen that happen before. To be spring loaded. I think I still need to set up active sky as well. Looks like it's bouncing around all over the place. So let's see if the aeroplane bugs up. Yes, it does. So passing flight 5. Come on. Climb flight level 240 KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Passing flat 1, flap up. And passing flap up speed, flaps up, no lights, all the brakes off. Oh, frame rate's tanking again. It's off. These can go back. 2-4 set, aeroplane is pressurizing. 2-4 set 2-3 times. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to look at active sky again. So there's no height, we'll go straight up to cruise, there's no restrictions on the SID. The airplane just seems very twitchy. So still bouncing around. So passing 100. Airplane is accelerating. God. Competence. Competence is a rare thing. Yeah, it does. I don't know if that's just active sky settings, because like I say, it's on 2.7, or maybe it's just my uncomfortable feeling with OpenGL, but it's really twitchy, isn't it? Wind doesn't seem too bad, but I could just need to work on active sky. It's amazing what you get used to, how you've got things set, and it's incredibly difficult to record all those settings. There we go, that's looking a bit better. Is it? So, Clacton, Lambourne, 136 for the London viewer. So 289, 263. There we go, which one's that? We're not inbound to Logan anyway, but leave that there in case we need to hold. I doubt we will. Two 8075. Okay, good. We can hear that. We've got London tuned. London 127.1, thank you for the service. See you again soon. Bye bye, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. So 11972, I'm going to expect next. Let's just have a listen to the ATIS first. Crossing 200, 10 check.
Thousand to go.
Ooh, interesting. Right, let's get rid of that. Good. London, good evening, Ryanair. Correction, KLM 7 Delta X-ray, flight level 240, IDRID. Logan 1 hotel arrival when ready, descend flight level 160 level Sabre, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. So we can set that now. Sabre is set. I'm going to make a quick toilet break, knowing that the aeroplane will drop itself out of the sky, and we'll let them know. Frame rate's bearable. Then we'll do the landing performance when I get back. Really don't know how we used to manage with OpenGL. It's so bad. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna have a play around with OBS. 316 is Epsom, which is the missed approach hold. 427 left. The ILS is 1095. Is 270, but we will confirm that. 270, 1095, 1095. Oh no, I'll tell you what. We think we are going to burn 0.9, so 58.4. 58.4, did I get that right? I think it is 15 degrees. .30 will do us. UF +5. And you can see we can make everything. So we'll go for water break 2, just so we don't get too far away from the terminal. So VREF's done. And we will start our descent just about there. It's all good fun. There's a song about that, isn't there? Maybe not. So Cat 1 277. So approach-wise, it
Easy 5 direct looks like you established anyway. I said not to see that. Don't worry. Runway TT, clear to land, set 33036.
that's why he said don't. Never mind.
Okay, that's why I was going to take the 3 minutes. Continue approach.
Listen to the controllers. They are pretty professional. VATSIM. Anyway, guys, sorry I can't get the chance for anything, but just want to complete this flight. I'm not quite sure if I can manage to have from here. But I mean, you can see, look at the terrible frame rates here. Relatively terrible, anyway. And that's with the CPU working hard, which you wouldn't expect. Certainly in Vulcan, the GPU works a lot harder. The CPU's back to being limiting here, which is pretty bad. Stressful. Hopefully the next X-Plane beta will drop soon. Don't know why it does that. Every time I click off screen. Hello Rita. Don't think we've seen you before. Thanks for joining. I probably can't add much to your experience right now, not having much on screen. But we've popped the arrival in. 22 is that can be standstill. So approach brief wise, we're going to be going all the way to Lambourne. That is the clearance limit. There's an initial approach from Lambourne, but we're going to expect vectors. If we don't get given vectors and we just get given, because this is what they will fly in reality, it's 273 outbound to 11 DME, minimum holding level, which I think is 70. Then it's a left turn to intercept Bovingdon, radial 127 outbound, at 15 DME. From Bovingdon we need to be above 6,000 feet, and at 19 we need to be max 180. Then at that point it's a right turn to establish as well, and there's a step 3.5, and at 10 DME on the ILS 3000. And then 7.5 and 2.5. And then inbound, but I have a feeling we'll get vectored. And runway 27 left, 270, checked. 095, yes. 277, yes. At 4 DME our check height is 1400 feet. Missed approach is straight ahead when passing 0 DME or 1080 feet. It's a left turn 147 to 2000. Then when passing 6 DME to 3000, let's bring those back. Direct to Epsom to hold. By a bird. Am I missing something? I think I must be missing something. Sorry, bit of a sore throat there. You're gonna have to explain it. I'm definitely not getting it. Anyway, we are all set for the approach, ready for the descent. We'll let them know once we leave. Is this going over the top? Someone else. Go. Oh, okay. A little bit of balkage with the top of the descent there. When ready, flight at descent flight level 9 level landborne KLM 7 Delta X-ray. So that's taken that a little bit further forward. Really? And I wonder why the auto throttle was so slow to pick up there. Is that something people have been having with 2.7? That might need a rollback. That is very slow. We're not even in descent mode yet. So that keeps us higher a little bit longer, which is pretty good. Every little helps. Anyway, thanks for joining, guys. I do appreciate it. Is that Ortho loading up? It doesn't look like Ortho, but it must be. Can't promise that's foolproof. So there's the airplane, auto throttle. Doing some very interesting things. Might just have to turn the noise lock up a little bit there. Now we're in descent, still in cruise mode. KLM 7 Delta X-ray leaving flight level 240. So, sort of out over Clacton Way for this arrival. South end will be out down to our left. A few bumpy landings in there in the past. That looked airfield-like, but I don't think it was. See just how bad. Hopefully it doesn't get so low it's unusable. I mean, I've got everything turned down almost as low as I can have it. But you can see that Vulkan, although it's a graphics API, managed to offload a huge amount off the CPU just by getting the GPU a bit better utilised. Anyway, that's looking good for the decel point. You can see that the green banana on 9,000 at the decel point, so that means we're going to get to 10,000, slow down, and it's going to carry on till there. So some people say they have issues with VNAV in descent, but aside from the auto throttle being a bit sluggish, that's certainly what one would expect. Oh, I had it tuned. Okay, over to London 129.425. Thanks for the service. Stay safe. Bye bye. KLM 7 Delta X-ray.
London Center Delta 446, climbing to flight level 190. So, okay,
So we got tower tuned on standby. And there's no ground, so that's us. I'm really sorry about it going black like that. Every time I click on this screen, it disappears. Oh, twitchy. That's going to make the passengers chuck. Looks like we have to do a rollback. And a good evening, KLM 7 Delta X-ray, passing flight level 132, descending flight level 900, level Lambourne and Logan 1 Hotel. Expecting 27 left, leave Lambourne heading 265 degrees, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Good, got that tuned. So, it's going to be vectors. Though, like I say, in reality, that curve is, that transition is always slow. They really don't like vectoring. Well, we managed to meet that decel. 12 DME, so that was good. It's really twitching, isn't it? So what I might do, save us forgetting. And then we are going to look at let's expect something like that. Descent flight level 80 KLM 7 Delta X-ray.
Alright, 914, good, and flight level 304, climbing 330.
So we can pop our fixed rings in. 4 miles VMC, 10 miles for info. 30. I think that's more realistic. Past 100, so let's get all the lights on. Tanks are sat down, aeroplane is depressurizing.
1,000 to go.
Yeah, we can start bringing the speed back as well. Wow, what is it with all the lack of flight levels? So we've left Lambourne and we are on heading. But check here, not here. Sorry, excuse me. Where is he taking us? Descent flight level 70 KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Just looking at the lovely London Ortho. Looks pretty good.
1,000 to go.
Buildings are a bit sparse, but what can you do? Left heading 130 degrees, descend altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1017 KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Yeah, we'll get back to the up speed. If we can. Let's try something like that. So, is that Stratford? No, it's probably not, is it? Library. To the Gherkin ahead. Heading to Heathrow Director 119.725. Thanks very much for the service. Stay safe, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Heathrow Director, good evening, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Radar heading 130 degrees.
KLM 7 Delta X-ray, Heathrow Director, thanks. U-turn right heading 180 degrees.
Right heading 180 degrees, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Get a little bit of speed brake there. I've got the approach chart. India Lima Lima, yes. 270, yes. Really important to check that. Speed brakes armed. Roger, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. So we are a little bit high. What we can do though is speed back. With a little bit of speed brake, keep us going down. Or trying to. Right, heading 240 degrees to establish KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Tuned and identified so we can arm. Establish 27 left, assemble the glide, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. So I'm going to knock that down to 3, even though it's a little bit cheeky. And we're going to want flap 5. Still going to want to descend. So we are technically established there within 1 dot on each. No, 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 keep going down. Free speed tower 1185, thanks very much for the service. Stay safe, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Tower, good evening, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. Established ILS 27 left, 10 miles.
KLM 7 Delta X-ray, good morning, vacate to the left from Matisse, for left to continue approach to service at 350 degrees at 400.
Good approach, 27 left and vacate left, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. So established, we're all good. Still a little bit struggling with the speed.
Ready for taxi, control 27 left.
3907, Roger, stop left. 595-631. Do you know if your friends are going to respawn back on the taxiway or on stand?
There we go, that's come back, so speed brake up, armed. Brake 2.
2500.
Holding on flapping gear. Start switch is continuous.
0972, contact on patrol 127.1. 901, just 7.1, 7 Delta X, the wind 2, sorry, 350 degrees at 4 knots from 27 left to 17.
That clear land, KLM 7 Delta X-ray.
Sorry, yeah, clear to land.
Clear land 27 left, KLM 7 Delta X-ray. And we got free speed.
So continue with caution. Sierra, hold SA.
That was a little bit of a struggle. Slippery old bird.
Continue taxi on Sierra, and hold where? Graded 907 SC November, Echo Sierra, Sierra Yankee. And hold SC, graded 907 Heavy.
Stuttery, but the frame rate's okay. So let's go gear slightly early. So Twickenham and 1 hour left. Flap 15. Match speed. Brakes armed. Water brake correction. Speed brakes armed. Water brake 2. Flap 15. Gear down 3 green. Holding on the landing flag. Start switch with continuous. Cabin secure. Recalls checked. And let's get the airplane
1,000.
established. So 1,000 feet continue because we're getting stable. Watching the airplane fly around all over the place. Felt a little bit out of trim there.
500.
Everything seems a little bit sluggish, even though we've got semi-decent frames.
400.
Well, I think this will be my last flight until the beta's released. It's just tragic.
200. Minimums.
So we've got plenty of runway. We can take a little bit of a
100.
lengthy approach.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
That was a proper balloon there. Down we go. Come on, aeroplane. Up, up. Ah, because we haven't got the because we haven't got a head shake. That was difficult to tell. Okay, manual braking. Let's see if we can make this exit.
Could you stop the push for me, please? Just hold it for now, please.
KLM 7 Delta X-ray vacated Sierra 6.
7 Delta X-ray, to left on 10 on Sierra and to stand 544, please. Sorry, 514. Sorry, 414.
Left Sierra, stand 414, KLM 7 Delta X-ray, thanks.
Firebird 563, when you're pushing fast and through after the KLM, push from your first taxi from your left to right.
Tower Bruce behind KLM 747 airport 641.
United 17, the wind is 350 degrees up forward, that's from a 27 right, sorry, left, cleared for takeoff.
Take up 7 left, United 15.
Crew 905, behind the Martin United 787 800, line up from 27 left behind the Sierra Bravo 3.
Behind the departing United, line up and wait from 27 left, crew 907 heavy.
Oh, come on, guys.
American 235, good afternoon. Please listen to the frequency before talking. Continue approach 27 left. Reduce your speed now to 160 knots until 40 ME.
Continue approach 27 left, reduce speed to 160 on 9235.
Yeah, 160 till 4.
Roger, reduce speed to 160 till 4, American 235.
Right, let's see if we can find stand 414.
Are we getting the full length 27 left or?
It's right down on the end.
Either way you want, but there's traffic fine.
Roger, we'll wait right here on our left side, crew 907 heavy.
Okay, so are you lining up via Sierra Bravo 3 or you continue to Sierra 1? It doesn't matter which one you do, I just need to know.
Just hold.
Sierra Bravo, Karina 903. Okay, Karina 903. Next left now, 27 left clear for takeoff for 7350 degrees at 4 knots.
Roger, left turn now, and we'll take off right now. We're on 907 heavy.
Yeah, that was generous.
But departure frequency...
I'd have held him.
Is London on 129.425, good afternoon. 129.425, CA915.
So we are down here, Terminal 4. Landing rate 50 feet per minute. No, I think that might be too soft. It felt really bad. I'll have a look at the replay. Let's get the APU on.
Sir, 654 Charlie, good afternoon. Clement is to Kayaki, Denton 2 Golf departure 27 left, that's called 0532.
Can you repeat the departure, please?
27 left, and it's Denton 2 Golf.
Right, okay, there's a 2 Golf, 27 left, squawk 0532 for Sabre.
So our stand is going to be right around here. Back on ourselves, 414's at the end.
7731 Victor, the frequency hasn't changed, it's still unreadable. American 325, sorry 235, remember 27 left clear to land, so 355 degrees at 4 knots.
Right on Victor, this is Victor.
3907, contact on control 129.425, good afternoon.
129.425, have a great day, Green 907 heavy.
So 10 knots for the turn.
Preserving Peter 2, do you copy? AMD 072, ready 55.
This is our end 07, I've tried to revise flight plan with the route that you've given me, requesting airport clearance to this with information charge QNH 1017.
AMD 907, sorry 807, good afternoon. Clearances to Lisbon, Cookie 2 Golf departure 27 left, that's called 2212.
Our stand is somewhere over here. There it is, just couldn't see it from the cockpit. It's a little bit of a cheat. Yeah, smash the taxi speeds.
So it's 7 will Victor, nothing's changed still, like at best 2 over 5.
Anyway, lights off. Just coming on to stand. See if we can stop without any guidance. That'll do us. We are on stand at 17:33. 1 hour. APU's on. Let's let the crew go. Two blue, 1 red. Engine's dead. So 20% N2 before we can turn the beacon off. There it is. And pop the chocks on. I'll set up for a replay, so I think we are good. Is there anything else I need to do? Transponders set standby, we'll pop all the lights back on. Oh no, I should have left the engines on, shouldn't I? Okay, well we'll just have a look. Sorry, I need to sort my replays out. Right, so we can complete that one. Complete this one. Then we'll tell them we're shutting down. KLM 7 Delta X-ray shutting down. Thanks for the service. Bye bye. So let's have a little look at Heathrow. Nice and busy. The CSLs are doing okay despite the grief that they caused. Anyway, that'll do us. Let's have a quick look at the replay. Replay. See, I don't do this very often. Replay, there we go. So, let's get that. We want to go about there. But there's us. Let's go from external runway, wrong one. Oh, right one, right runway. Why don't we see if we can move a little bit further down, because we did touch down pretty deep. Oh, a bit like where our stand is. How about that? Get a little bit higher off the ground. No. Can't get rid of the frame rate counter because I don't think I've set that up, but never mind. Bit of a balloon and then struggling to find the ground, but hey, we made it. Let me just see if we can get that a little bit better. Hello. What's gone on there? Best touchdown in the world, but not the worst. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining. I'm probably not going to fly OpenGL again. I just can't cope with it. Just seems laggy and horrible, even though the frames are good. So, hopefully, Beta 8 will be out this week, and I'll be able to get flying again. So, as always, thanks ever for joining. Look after yourselves, stay vigilant, or whatever it is we're meant to do this week. And until the next time, I hope to see you again soon. Farewell for now, bye-bye for now, and have a great evening and a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.